Welcome viewers to our lesson for today, which is area. I'm Teacher Humphrey. So first of all, we have to know what we mean by area. Area is just the amount of space enclosed by a region. So we want to look at the area of borders specifically. And when it comes to area of borders, it's nothing new, it's just something that you know. For example, we shall just be dealing with shapes, different shapes. For example, we have rectangles, we have squares, triangles. So, for us to calculate the area of the shaded parts are the borders we are talking about here, area of borders. Like this one, for example, we shall go with these examples. Find the area of the shaded part in the first one. We have this figure here. This is the shaded part, and these are the borders we are talking about. Finding the area of borders. Now, you've been told to find the area of the shaded part in the figure below. In this figure, we have two rectangles. We have the bigger rectangle that is outside, and then we have the inner rectangle, the smaller one. So for us to be able to calculate the area of the shaded part here, our work is very simple. We are simply required to calculate the area of the bigger rectangle. Then you subtract the area of the smaller rectangle. We are going to find the area of these two rectangles here. We have two rectangles, remember? The bigger rectangle here. Then we have the smaller rectangle inside here. So, for us to be able to calculate the area of the shaded, we have to find the area of these two rectangles, the bigger one and the smaller one, separately. Then we get the difference. The difference now will be the area of the shaded part. And that is what we mean by area of borders now. So, let us see how we can work out this one. We are going to use the formula for finding the area of a rectangle, simply because we've known that these ones are just rectangles. We have a bigger rectangle and we have a smaller rectangle. The formula remains the same. Area is equal to length times width for the bigger rectangle. For the bigger rectangle, you find the area of the bigger rectangle, that is length times width. For the bigger rectangle, the area is length times width for the bigger rectangle first. Then you subtract the area of the smaller rectangle inside, which is still length times width. That is why I am using small letters here, because this one is for the smaller or the inner rectangle. So we have area of the shaded part, area of shaded. Area of the shaded part, this is the formula now we are going to use. Length and width for the bigger rectangle minus length times width for the smaller rectangle. Then you get the difference. That will be the area of the shaded part. Remember, area is measured in square units. If it is centimeters, we talk of square centimeters. If it is meters, we talk of square meters. We have to be very concerned with the unit that you've been given. And the square unit is just a small tool. If it is centimeters, we talk of square centimeters. If it is meters, we talk of square meters. So this small tool here is what we mean by square units. The square units. So these are the square units we are talking about. Now, so area is measured in square units. So you have to be very keen on the units that you've been given. Now, let us work out the area of the shaded part in this figure here. So we begin by finding the area of the bigger rectangle, which is going to be 25 multiplied by 13. 25, which is the length, times width, which is what? 13. Minus the area of the smaller one, which is 20, the length, times width, which is 20 times 10. Remember, this one should be in square units, which is square centimeters. So 25 times 13, 25 times 13, this is going to be 5 times 3, which is 15, carry 1, 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7, 5 times 1 is 5, 2 times 1 is 2. Then we do what? We add. This is going to be 5, 12, 3. So we are going to have 325 minus 20 times 10, you get 200. So we get the difference here, and your answer must be in square units. So our answer is going to be, we have 325 minus 200. So this is going to be 5 to 1. So our final answer is supposed to be 125 square centimeters. That is how we calculate the area of the shaded part. Just find the area of the bigger rectangle minus the area of the smaller rectangle or the inner rectangle. Then you get the difference. Remember, the answer must be in square unit. If it is centimeters like this one, for this case, it will be square centimeters. That is when we shall be talking about a area. If you write 125 centimeters, this one is not area, this is wrong, because I've said area is measured in square unit, which is this one. This small 2 is what tells you that this is area. Let us look at this other one. Find the area of the shaded part in this figure. If you look at this one, this figure, we can be able to see that this one is a square. We have two squares. We have the bigger square and then we have the smaller one inside. So remember, the formula for finding the area of a square is side times side. So area of a square is side times side, or we can talk of length times length, or length times length. So when we talk about the area of the shaded part now, it means that we are going to find the area of the bigger square. Then we again find the area of the smaller square, the inner one, then we get the difference, meaning we subtract. So that is the only thing you have to do when finding the area of the shaded part. Now, let us begin by saying, we can write this formula again here and say area is equals to area of the shaded part now is equals to side times side for the bigger square. For the bigger square minus side times side for the inner or the smaller square inside, for the smaller square. So we are going to have 25 times 25 times 25 minus 10 times 10. Remember, your answer must be in the unit that you've been given. It must be square unit because area is measured in square unit. So 25 times 25, you'll get 625. You'll get 625 minus 10 times 10, you get 100. Then from there you get the difference, meaning you subtract 625 minus 100, you will get 525, and this is not the final answer. Remember the units, we have the meters here, but I've said that area is measured in square units, therefore we talk of square meters. That is when you will show us that you are finding or calculating area. This unit is very important. I've said that area is measured in square units. So your answer is 525 square meters. Remember, for you to calculate the area of the shaded part here, we simply need to find the area of the bigger square minus the area of the smaller square. Just get the difference, because this is a square, we have a bigger square, then we have a smaller square inside. So we simply need to find the area of the bigger one minus the area of the smaller one. That difference is the area of the shaded part that we are talking about here. Remember, area is measured in square units. So you have to check on the unit. Don't talk of centimeters if it is meters. So you talk of square meters. See, we have this figure here, and then we have another figure inside. The bigger one is a rectangle, the inner one is a triangle. So we are simply going to use the formulas to guide us to find the area of the shaded part. So area of shaded part, area of the shaded part, area of the shaded part, area of the shaded part is equal to the area of the bigger one, which is the area of the rectangle, which is length times width, minus the area of the inner figure, which is a triangle. So area of a triangle is half times base times height. So this is the formula that is going to lead us to be able to get the area of the shaded part. Area of the bigger one, area of the bigger figure, which is a rectangle, length times width, minus the area of the inner figure, which is not shaded, half base times height, half times base times height. That is the formula finding the area of a triangle. Why are we subtracting? Because it is not shaded, and the question requires us to find the area of the shaded. That is why we are subtracting the unshaded, meaning the part that is shaded. So we get the difference. Area of the bigger figure, which is the area of the rectangle, length times width, minus half times base times height for the area of a triangle. So that is how we find the area of the shaded part in this figure now. So we shall talk about length times width, which is 30 times 24 minus, remember this is the length, this is the width, minus half times our base here is 20 times, remember this is the base of the triangle and this is the height. Our height is 8. And the answer should be in square unit, which is square centimeters. Remember, we say that area is measured in square unit, and this small 2 here is what shows us that this is area we are finding. So let us calculate. We have 30 times 24. Take 30 multiplied by 4. So 0 times 4 is 0. 3 times 4 is 12. Then you skip one step. 0 times 2 is 0. 3 times 2 is 6. Then we do what? We add. This is going to be 0 to 7. So we have 720 minus 2 goes here, 1, 2 goes here, 10. 10 times 8 you get what? 80. Remember, our final answer must be in square centimeters because we are calculating area. So 720 minus 80. This is 0. Borrow 1 here remains 6. 12 minus 8 you get 4. Then this is what? 6. The answer here is going to be 640 square centimeters. That is how you get the area of the shaded part in a figure like this. Remember, the formula is this one: length times width minus half base times height for the triangle, length and width for the bigger rectangle, the bigger figure. So you find the area of the two figures, then you get the difference in short. Let us look at this other one. We have here, this is another rectangle. We've been told to find the area of the shaded part. But when we look at this, the inner rectangle here, we do not know the dimensions. But we've been given the margin. From here to here is 2 centimeters, from here to here is 2 centimeters, from here to here is 2 centimeters, from here to here is 2 centimeters. All round, the margin is 2 centimeters. But we've been given the length of the bigger rectangle, we've been given the length of the width of the bigger rectangle. Again, we've not been given the width for the inner rectangle. We've not been given the dimensions for the inner rectangle. Now, what are we supposed to do? If we've known that from here to here is 20, it's like we're going to have something like this. From here to here, this is the length of the bigger rectangle. And we've been told that this is 20 centimeters. But now, the inner rectangle is maybe from here to here. So, for us to get the length of the inner rectangle, we are going to subtract this one. And remember, this one was 2 centimeters, this one was also 2 centimeters. So, we are going to subtract this 2 and subtract this 2 again for us to be able to get the length of the inner rectangle. So, 20 minus 2 minus 2. 20 minus 2 is 18 minus 2 is 16. So, the length of the inner rectangle will be 16 centimeters. That is the length. Then, let us look at the width. Now, we've been given the width of the bigger rectangle, which is 10. We've not been given the width of this one. So, this is like having something like this. Assuming that this is the length of this is the width, of the bigger rectangle. So, if this is 10, and assuming that this one is now from here to here, is the width of the inner rectangle, like that. How are we going to find it here? If we have from here to here, and again from here to here, this is 2 centimeters, this is again 2 centimeters. Remember, the whole thing was 10 centimeters. For us to get this width, we subtract this, and again we subtract this. So this is going to be 10 minus 2 minus 2. 10 minus 2, you get 8 minus 2, you get what? 6. Therefore, our width is going to be 6 centimeters. After getting the dimensions, our work is now very simple. We simply need to calculate the area of the bigger rectangle minus the area of the smaller rectangle using the formula that we've already learned. Area is equals to length times width for the bigger rectangle minus length times width for the smaller rectangle. So we are going to have 20, which is the length of the bigger rectangle times 10, minus length of the smaller rectangle, which is 16, times width, which is what? 6. Remember the units. We have square centimeters. So 20 times 10, you get what? 200 minus. We have 16 times 6. 6 times 6 is what? 36. Carry 3. 6 plus 3 is what? 9. So we are going to have 96. Get the difference and your answer should be in square units. So we are going to have 200 minus 96. You cannot subtract 6 from 0. So you borrow here 1, 10, 9, 10 minus 6, you get what? 4. This is 0, this is 1. Therefore, your answer should be 104 square centimeters. That is how we calculate the area of the shaded part. Let us come to this other one. Find the area of the unshaded part. Here, remember you've been told to find the area of the unshaded. Unshaded now. Unshaded part is still this margin, the area of borders that we are talking about. Remember the inner rectangle now has been shaded. We have a bigger rectangle, then we have the smaller rectangle inside which is shaded. But you've been told to find the area of the margin. The part that is unshaded, unshaded means not shaded, not shaded. The part that is not shaded, which is this one. The part that is not shaded, which is this one. So if we look at these figures, we have the length of the smaller rectangle, which is 24. Then we have the width, which is what? 4. But if we look at the bigger rectangle here, we do not have the dimensions. We do not have the length, we do not have the width. But we have the dimensions of the margin. From here to here is 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters. Meaning what? We can find the length of the bigger rectangle, and again we can find the width of the bigger rectangle. What are we going to do? What do we have here? Just the same thing that we did up there. From here to here, assuming that this is the length of the smaller rectangle, which is 24. Then from here to here, assuming that from here to here is the length of the bigger rectangle, and we have from here to here, which is 3 centimeters, here to here is 3 centimeters again. For us to get the length, the whole length, the length of the bigger rectangle, now we add 3 plus 3 again, for us to get from here to here. So 3 plus 24 is 27 plus 3 is 30. So this is going to be 30 centimeters. Remember, we were only given the inner length, and we've been given again from here to here. So from here to here is the same as from here to here. That is why we are saying you add 3 to 24 to this other 3, because from here to here is the same as from here to here. If you just assume that from here to here is 24, then from here to here is the same as from here to here. 3, 3. So 3 plus 24 plus 24, you get 30. That is how we add and get the length. Now the length of the bigger one is 30. Then come to the width. The width again, we have, assuming that this is the width of the bigger one, then here is the width of the smaller rectangle, which is what? 4 centimeters. And from here to here, we've been told that from here to here is 3 centimeters, which is the same as from here to here. From here to here is the same as true. So this is 3. This one will also be 3. Therefore, this one is also 3 centimeters. Again, from here to here is 3. From here to here will also be 3 centimeters. Therefore, this one will also be 3 centimeters. How do we now get the length of the bigger one? It is this 3, the 3 plus 4 plus 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 3 is 10. Therefore, the width is 10 centimeters. Now, after calculating the length and the width of the bigger rectangle, now you have the dimensions for the bigger rectangle and the smaller rectangle. Therefore, for us to get the area of the unshaded will simply be length times width for the bigger rectangle minus length times width for the smaller rectangle inside. So we are going to have 30 multiplied by 10 for the bigger rectangle minus length times width for the smaller rectangle inside, which is 24 times 4. Remember the unit, which is square centimeters. So we are going to have 30 times 10, which is 300 minus 24 times 4. This is 16, carry 1, 8, 9. So we are going to have 96. From there we get the difference, and the unit must be square units. So the square centimeters, don't forget this. Therefore 300 minus 96. What are we going to have? This 2, 10, 9, 10 minus 6, you get what? 4. This is 0, this is 2. So our answer is going to be 204 square centimeters. Note that area is measured in square units. Area is measured in square units, meaning if it is centimeters like this one, you talk of square centimeters. How are we going to know that this area, this square unit, the small 2 here? So area is measured in square units. So up to there, you can be able to calculate the area of different shapes and the area of borders as per the figures that you'll be given. So we can use these various examples to try and practice on how we can find the area of borders. Otherwise, thank you for watching and thank you for this lesson. Have a nice time.